Most people don't die fighting. They die in their sleep. In a world after the collapse, sleep is no longer rest. It is a risk. That is why knowing where to sleep is one of the most fundamental rules of survival. In this video, we will explore the safest places you can choose to sleep after the collapse. Protocol 1. Suspended ceilings. If you are forced to sleep in the city, you must choose places people won't think to look. The space above suspended ceilings is one of those places. But not every ceiling is safe. Thin panels will not support your weight. One wrong step, and you could crash down with the ceiling itself. The most reliable ones are usually found in large buildings, hospitals, shopping centers, hotels, offices, schools. Because these structures often leave a wider gap between the ceiling and the concrete above. When you climb up, do not step on the panels. Step on cable roots, pipes, or structural beams. The place you choose to sleep should be where these solid points intersect. When selected correctly, a suspended ceiling can become one of the most practical places to pass the night unnoticed. Protocol 2. Large billboards. Sometimes the safest places are the ones everyone looks at, but no one truly sees. The back of large billboards sits high on that list. People focus on the front, almost never on what's behind it. Most large billboards include a metal framework, a narrow platform, and sometimes a small ladder for maintenance crews. There is usually a wide panel you can keep at your back. It helps block the wind and makes your movements far harder to detect. Right in the middle of the city, it can become an overnight shelter so unexpected that no one will realize you're there. Protocol 3. Large ventilation shafts. You don't always need to search for the main technical entrances to access these spaces. Whenever possible, avoid visible doors. Instead, look for small maintenance hatches in service areas, restrooms, cleaning rooms, staff-only sections, places with low foot traffic. These access points often go unnoticed, but this does not mean tight ducts you must crawl through. A safe location should be wide enough for you to move comfortably. Once inside, going deeper is not always smarter. Staying closer to the entrance is often safer. It allows you to benefit from airflow and leave quickly if you must. A ventilation line can become a sleeping spot, hidden enough that no one thinks to look, and elevated enough that you remain unseen. Protocol 4. Rooftops open. Rooftops can be risky, especially in cold weather. The wind feels far harsher at higher elevation. For that reason, these locations are better suited for milder nights. One of the safest positions is often above the rooftop access structure, because when the human eye searches for threats, it usually scans horizontally. Anything above eye level often goes unnoticed. In a world like this, the chance of someone climbing onto a roof is already low, but even if they do, their instinct is rarely to climb on top of the access door. You can use a solid object nearby to pull yourself up, then bring it up with you, eliminating access behind you. When positioned correctly, a rooftop becomes one of the rare places where you can remain visible without being seen. Protocol 5. Library and archive shelves. Libraries and archives may be far more advantageous than you think, because after a collapse, people don't search for knowledge, they search for resources. Food, medicine, equipment, weapons, electronics. Books, meanwhile, are often seen as worthless, and that transforms these places into rare environments where you can remain unnoticed. In large archives, shelves are typically arranged to create narrow corridors. Corners near the walls, or the outermost rows, rarely attract attention. And books don't just form a visual barrier, they absorb sound. This natural insulation makes even small movements harder to detect. Surrounded by things others consider worthless, you can pass the night unseen. Finding a safe place to sleep is often about more than discovering a location. Examples like these never truly run out. What matters is how you think. It is not about searching for the perfect hiding spot, but about recognizing spaces that draw no attention, places no one feels compelled to check. Sometimes these locations are in plain sight, yet no one truly sees them. When your strategy is sound, almost any structure can become a potential shelter. Because the real advantage is not where you hide, but choosing the place no one thinks to search. Thank you for watching.